early today to make some quinoa pilaf. I'm doing this for a workshop that I have later today. I'm talking at a business, teaching them how to take care of themselves. Their company is about to be really busy, and so they wanted someone to come in and talk to their women about how do you take care of yourself, how do you eat the right foods when you're so busy and your health ends up being at like the bottom of your priority list. So I'm doing that this afternoon, and I'm bringing in some smoothie samples and then also this quinoa pilaf, because this is a recipe where you can buy in bulk, cook this in bulk, so then you have meals ready all week long. And this is going to be a quinoa dish. As I mentioned, it's quinoa pilaf, so we're gonna have quinoa, veggie broth, a little bit of olive oil, and then you also need broccoli, carrots, kale, and an onion. And then you'll need salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes. You can also add paprika if you want to. It depends on what kind of flavor profile you actually want. The great thing about quinoa is it absorbs any flavor you want. So I've actually done this before with chicken stock, and that was really yummy. But when I'm cooking for a workshop, I tend to do a veggie broth, just because you never know what people's food needs are. Also, this is a great dish. It's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's full of protein and whole grains, and you have all of your veggies, so you're getting all your micronutrients in, and you end up eating the rainbow. Now, with the carrots, you need about 3 whole carrots, but I don't want to take the time to clean them and chop them. So what I do is I just buy them shredded like this, so then I can just chop them up a little bit more finely, and then you can use whatever type of onion you want. I'm going to use a red onion just because it makes it a little bit more, I don't know, pretty to look at. And those of you who have kids, this is a great dish just to get those veggies in, because you'll see it's very, very beautiful. And then you get a whole variety of veggies. You can add really whatever you want to this. And this is the quinoa that I buy. This is a little bit more expensive. It was just because it was convenient for me to grab it. But, woo! Yikes. But the great thing about quinoa in general is if you go to the bulk section of really any grocery store, especially any health food store, you're gonna be able to get a ton of quinoa. I do recommend buying things in bulk, because then you're not paying for all this packaging, so you're gonna end up saving a lot of money on that. So in general, I'm not very good at chopping veggies. So what I'm doing with these is just doing a rough chop. I'm just taking this giant knife and just sort of chopping it all apart. The other fun thing about this recipe, I was just thinking about this as I found this half-used red onion in the fridge, is it's one of those like end of the week or beginning of the week, whatever sort of left in the fridge, chop it up and throw it in here. So I did buy an onion, a yellow onion for this. Saw the purple one in there, thought, wow, this is gonna make it really, really pretty to look at. And so great, now we're using this other half, and I think we made some, well, Chris made some quinoa chili the other day, where it was quinoa and chicken and black beans and corn and tomato, and it's such a hearty dish, and it's super yummy, and I wish I was as creative as he is in the kitchen. Oil in here of olive oil, and then I just sprayed some water in it with my finger to make sure it was hot, and it sizzle, so that's good. And this is the best part about this meal, is it's like a one-pot thing. So we have all of our veggies, and you're just gonna put them in here with the olive oil. Here we go. It already smells really yummy once those onions get moving. So you're waiting, like I said, you're gonna get the carrots a little bit soft. You want the kale to wilt a little bit. And don't worry if it looks like it's never going to reduce down, it will. And I have it on like just a medium heat right now. Quinoa, if you're not familiar with it, looks like this. And it's, you know, it's a grain, but it's also considered a protein, which makes it a really awesome grain to be using, because you're getting a lot of your macronutrients in here. You're getting carbs and protein. Woo! So we need 1 cup of quinoa. Okay, 1 cup of quinoa, 3 cups of vegetable broth. And what we're gonna do with this is then we're just gonna bring it up to a boil. And then once it boils, then you're gonna let it simmer. And I found for quinoa that 13 minutes of simmering, that is the magic number. I also found that when I'm making hard-boiled eggs, once the water boils, 13 minutes, ooh, that's hot. 13 minutes works the best for that as well. So we're just gonna stir this all in. And you know those veggies, they were cooking down a little bit, but as I mentioned previously, now that they're sitting in this broth, they're really gonna get soft, and it's all gonna absorb together. It's gonna be super yummy. And then also during this point, you're gonna wanna add all of your spices, so salt, pepper. Like I said, the good thing about quinoa is it really absorbs any flavor. So if you wanted to give this some sort of like Asian flair or Italian flair or something like that, you could add the seasonings that would be appropriate for that. So I just have some black pepper. And again, when I'm making these for workshops, I don't go too crazy with the seasoning because you never know what people really like. We just got this really cool salt. Chris said that a lot of people he follows on Instagram and chefs and stuff use this. So I feel kind of fancy going like this. Little Food Network style. And then red pepper flakes, because everything is better with red pepper flakes. Boom. All right. Stir it up. And this dish can be eaten hot or cold. And if you want this to be a main dish, what I would do is, as you're doing your meal prep for the week, is cook up a bunch of chicken breasts. And then when this is ready to eat, just slice up that chicken and throw it on top or have it on the side. So I'm gonna let this I'm gonna bring this up to a boil now. So whenever you're working with quinoa, much like rice, when it's done is when there's not a lot of liquid, or if any liquid, left in the bottom. So this needs maybe just a couple more minutes, and I've been cooking it with the lid on. So now I'm gonna take the lid off just to help absorb some of that, that liquid. But look, this was just 1 cup of quinoa, and look how much food this is. So think about cooking for yourself, for your family. If you doubled this recipe, that would be huge. Because look, this is like, here. There, that's like a portion size right there. So there's 1 serving. So you have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 servings in here. It's pretty nice. So I'm gonna keep letting this cook, and then I'm going to put it in a container, and it's gonna be ready to go to the I wanted to do a quick video. I'm gonna fix my camera. I want to do a quick video about what I have in my gym bag, just in case there's any sort of equipment that you might be interested in, or some sort of supplement or something that I might have floating around in here that you're thinking, hey, maybe I might want that to be a part of my routine as well. Sorry about the blank room. This is one of the rooms that we're not using. We just moved into our house about a month ago, but the closet in here is all of my shoes and gym stuff, so it's my special little room. So what I have for a gym bag is I have this pink Nike bag, which when I ordered it, I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger. It's quite small. I mean, it's not super huge. And then inside of that, I have this bag that I got for free at a dance competition from last year. And then this is the bag that I actually carry up to the weight room with me, because it has things that I need for that workout. But what I have that I always take to the gym with me, because I never know when I'm gonna need them, is I have these shoes. They are Reeboks. And Chris got these for me for Christmas last year when I really started getting into lifting. These are great for squatting. Or was this last year? It must have been last year or 2 years ago. They're great for squatting. Whenever I wear these for squatting, I feel like I get so much lower. I have a lot more control. I know a lot of people, when they're squatting, they take their shoes off. Between that and this, I really, really enjoy these. Plus, they're super cute. When I was getting closer to my show last October, I would do cardio wearing one of these little waist cinchers. And I'm sure you've seen on the internet, a lot of celebrities wear these for, you know, hours at a time to try to cinch in their waist. And I don't really believe in quick fixes, but because of the fabric in here, I do believe that if I'm gonna wear this while I'm doing cardio, it's gonna be
producing more sweat and again, releasing more toxins, which could promote weight loss and maybe trimming my waist. I'm not really sure, but it was my first show and I would believe anything anyone would tell me. So this is Ann Cherry. And this was fairly expensive. So I think this is like a legit brand of waist cinchers. I would never wear this when you're lifting. That's not safe to wear this when you're lifting. Some cardio, like steady state walking, it's okay, or it's been cleared as like okay to do that. So again, bright pink, super cute. Other belts type things, I have my lifting belt. This is actually an old one for Chris, and I don't wear this a ton because I don't do a ton of weight, because what I learned from my last coach is just more about form and not exactly having to be the person lifting the heaviest all the time. But this is in here as well. Then usually I'll have a selection of bands. Again, this is Chris's band. He got me one, which is down in our home gym right now. These bands are great for warm-ups. It's great for if there's a machine being used and you need to get creative, you can have your own band. These come in different colors and different resistance levels. Again, it's just super good. Also, if you're traveling and you're staying in a hotel or you're staying at someone's house and they don't have the equipment you need, totally invest in getting some of these bands. What we have in our basement gym right now, we must have 6 of these in all different shapes and resistance levels. So these are essential as well. And then I just have a bunch of different bathing suits for going in the sauna or going in the steam room. And of course I picked the bathing suits that aren't like my absolute favorite, so they just sort of end up in my gym bag. Also, I have a bag of hair supplies. I did a video quite a few months ago, maybe even a year ago, about essentials to have for after gym workouts so you can get back to work or wherever you need to go. So this whole side of the bag is all toiletries. So in here I have lotion and perfume, face wash, Q-tips, and makeup removers, all in here. And then also in here, you know, mouthwash, deodorant, hairspray, powder for if you're leaving there kind of red and shiny, some mouthwash. I think I got a lot of this off of some airplanes. Hairbrush, like lipstick. Again, I was like, oh, I like this lipstick, but not enough to use it every day. So you go in the gym bag. A toothbrush, which doesn't look very sanitary because it's just sort of in the middle here. And then a little brush. Little, ooh, hello, a little toothpaste. All right, so that's what I have for toiletries. Back to like real life stuff is 2 different types of armbands. So I did a half marathon a couple years ago and I was really into running, even though it was painful and I hated every minute of it. So I had this wristband or armband for quite a while, and I was like, oh, I'll get one that's cuter. So I bought this one, but then I got into lifting, and now I can't even get this around my bicep. So this is clearly, I mean, it's cute, it's Nike, but I'm learning that these are definitely made for runners, because I can't even use it in the gym to hold my iPhone while I'm lifting, because I can't fit it around my arms anymore. Lifetime membership card, because I lose these every other day, so I always get a new one. Now, more importantly, the bag that comes up with me. Membership card. Woohoo! And then I also have in here a notebook, and then there was a pen in the other one. Sometimes after a workout, I just like to make notes about you know, how did that lift feel? Did I make any huge improvements? Did something hurt? So I can look back on it, because I also track all my workouts in my phone. And before I was working with a trainer, I would write down my actual like workout plan. Like, I don't even know what this says. Like on Tuesday, I'm gonna do my delts. 3 exercises for my delts, 2 for my abs, 3 for my glutes. I mean, I didn't really know what I was talking about. But that's what this notebook is for. Also, oh my gosh, these. Okay, so these are my knee sleeves. This is my second pair. They are from their Reband. And if you just need, like, these are size medium that I got. Like I said, these are my second pair. I had a pair of bright pink ones and I wore them. They're actually in my dance bag, and I wore them so much for knee support that they smell disgusting now, because what would happen is I would leave practice and they would be soaking wet, and then I just leave them in my dance bag until practice the next week. Ugh, so gross. Don't do that. So when I wear these, I make sure that I take them off and let them air dry before putting them back in my bag and wash them every so often. So I wear these when I'm doing any sort of leg work that involves like bending of the knees. So lunges and squats, even the leg press, I will use these. I have tendonitis in my knees, patella tendonitis. So knee pain is something that I've suffered from, but having a knee sleeve on, it just gives it this feeling of comfort, and plus it warms up the joint a lot faster than if you don't have it, and it sort of like traps all the heat in. So even if I'm after a workout, I take it off, then my knee feels really cold all of a sudden, so I leave it on until I get home. So knee sleeves. The other one is actually somewhere in my bedroom right now. I carry my BCAAs with me, branched chain amino acids. This is like a blue raspberry flavor that I found at I don't know where it was, some like GNC or something. This I put in my water during my workouts. This helps with recovery, and it helps with post-workout soreness. Also, whenever you're prepping for a show or you're cutting, this is really good to help with cravings because it has a fun flavor. So people who are in a calorie deficit, this helps a lot. Chris taught me that. Chris knows everything. Chris is the reason I do any of this. I have this. Usually I'll put my protein powder in, because post-workout I always make sure that I have a protein powder, and I do the chocolate flavor of ISO 100, and that is from Amazon, but you can probably get it anywhere. And so what I'll do is I'll put a scoop of that in this little container, which was connected to a blender bottle, and then I just leave it in my bag. So I have my protein powder for post-workout. So I also have a phone case in here, and where is my phone case? Shoot. Okay, so I do have a phone case. It has magnets on the back. It's called Selfie Z. And so I'll go to the gym with my normal phone case and then take it off and put on this other one with the magnets on the back, and then I stick that to different machines so I can film myself for these videos, or so I can look at my form, or to send it to my coach or something. So that's why there's a phone case in there. I also have a Sweet Sweat band. So this wrap, this is a wrap people wear all the time, and it's supposed to trim your waist. Okay, right, whatever. Ooh, this is a waist wrap. It's rubbery on the inside, and it's from the brand Sweet Sweat. What Sweet Sweat is a product that comes in a tube, and it's supposed to promote blood circulation and extra sweating. So when I'm doing cardio, again, I will put this all over my stomach, wrap the band, and then when I take the band off, I'm not kidding you, it rushes with water. I mean, I'm dripping with sweat. So if I'm doing my legs, I will rub this all over my legs, put my clothes on over it, and it smells so good. I wish you had like smell-o-vision. It smells tropical. I put this on in Hawaii when I was working out outside, and my sister was like, what's that smell? It smells so like coconutty or tropically. I don't remember exactly what she said. Sweet Sweat, just ordered it online, put it on my arms. It just gets everything flowing. I mean, you just feel like you're getting warmed up a lot faster. So that I will wear for most workouts. Oh, this, you guys, you have to get this. This is called a slingshot. This is what I do with this. I will warm up my glutes like this. Put it on. Put it above your knees. Don't ever put it on your knees. And then you just, as you're squatting, you push out with your knees. So I'll use this to warm up. I'll use this if I'm doing like deadlifts on the cable tower. It's just good to add extra resistance. Sometimes I'll do hip thrusts with it. What you'll notice as you're working out is it's going to sort of stretch a little bit. So at the beginning of your workout, it's really, really resistant, but it's great. It's just so good to activate your glutes because you're thinking about pushing out with your knees and opening your hips. Love this. You have to get this. Again, this is size medium. I wasn't really sure what size to get, but I'm glad that I did that. And it's just sort of based on the resistance level for how strong you are or what size you are. earphones, just my gross iPhone earphones. One of my new workouts from my new coach is in here. I'm very much like have to hold something. I don't like technology, so I don't really trust it. Some socks and my Fitbit. Some of my new training involves a lot of plyo stuff, like plyometrics, and it also involves doing things for like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and it's too hard for me to pull my phone out of my pants because it's shoved in my pants somewhere. So then I just use this for the timer. So this is the Fitbit HR, so it's for your heart rate and everything. Yeah, so that's everything. Those are the things that I have with me all the time that I always need at the gym. And I'll put the links to buying some of these things down below if you're interested in getting them. But if you have any questions about the application of using them, or what size you think you need, or I don't know, if it's worth it, let me know. I'd be happy to help you. But that is what is in my gym bag. That is why I carry so much stuff. But I swear, it all has a purpose. So, thanks guys.
Still fall on my face sometimes, and I can't color inside.